Angie Dickinson, once the object of affection for the 35th President of the United States, has recently shared a heartfelt confession about the true love of her life. Known for her stunning beauty and captivating presence, she has always drawn public interest, particularly regarding her complex romantic history. As she reflects on her past, her revelation about the man who truly captured her heart has sent waves through the media. This unexpected disclosure not only highlights her enduring charm, but also sheds light on the emotional journey she has navigated throughout her life. Fans of Angie Dickinson will find this exploration of her love story both fascinating and poignant. The identity of this special man, who held such significance in her life, adds another layer to her already intriguing narrative. Delving deeper into her memories, we uncover the moments that define their relationship and the impact he had on her heart. Each detail reveals a side of Angie that resonates with anyone who has experienced love in its many forms. One of the most significant aspects of Angie Dickinson's life is her association with the Rat Pack, a group of legendary entertainers, including Frank Sinatra. She gained recognition as the Rat Pack gal pal and had a 10-year affair with Frank Sinatra. Their relationship was both passionate and tumultuous, adding to her allure and mystique. Angie even played Sinatra's wife in the original Ocean's 11, which was a milestone in her career. This connection with Sinatra and the Rat Pack placed her in the center of Hollywood's social scene during the 1960s. Their romance was marked by both intense affection and challenges, reflecting the complexities of their lives in the public eye. Angie's role in Ocean's 11 showcased her talent and charm, further solidifying her status in the entertainment industry. The glamour of the Rat Pack era, combined with her relationship with Sinatra, contributed to her lasting legacy in film and television. The stories and memories from that time continue to captivate audiences, highlighting her unique place in Hollywood history. Her charm and charisma extended beyond Hollywood, catching the attention of the 35th President of the United States, John F. Kennedy. Angie Dickinson, known for her striking beauty and magnetic presence, became a notable figure during a vibrant era in American cinema. Her roles in various films showcased her talent, but it was her allure that truly captivated audiences and influential figures alike. The whispers of a romantic link between Angie Dickinson and JFK added an intriguing layer to her legacy, intertwining her star power with the political landscape of the time. This connection not only heightened her status as a Hollywood legend, but also placed her in the spotlight of American history. The fascination with their rumored relationship reflected the cultural zeitgeist of the 1960s, where the lines between celebrity and politics often blurred. Angie Dickinson's impact was felt both on screen and off, as she navigated the complexities of fame and romance in an era marked by change and excitement. Her association with JFK remains a part of her story, illustrating how her beauty and charisma resonated beyond the silver screen and into the hearts and minds of a nation. In addition to her high-profile romances, Angie Dickinson's personal life was marked by her marriage to the renowned composer Burt Bacharach. Their relationship began in the early 1960s and quickly became a significant chapter in both their lives. As a couple, they shared a deep connection, with Bacharach's music complementing Dickinson's vibrant acting career. However, their union was not without its challenges. They faced many ups and downs, particularly concerning their daughter, Nikki. Diagnosed with Asperger's syndrome, Nikki's condition brought both heartache and resilience to the family. Angie and Burt navigated the complexities of raising a child with special needs, which added layers of stress to their marriage. This aspect of her life reflects the struggles that many families face when dealing with such a condition. Despite the difficulties, Dickinson's strength and determination shone through, showcasing her ability to balance her career and personal life while supporting her daughter. The couple eventually parted ways, but their shared experiences left a lasting impact on Angie Dickinson. Her career in the entertainment industry was marked by memorable moments, one of the most iconic being her role in the groundbreaking cop show Policewoman. Angie Dickinson's portrayal of Sergeant Pepper Anderson in this series made her a trailblazer, as it was one of the first TV shows to feature a female police officer as the lead character. The series aired in the early 1970s and quickly gained popularity for its realistic depiction of police work, while also breaking gender barriers in television. Dickinson's character was smart, tough, and resourceful, qualities that resonated with viewers and showcased a new image of women in law enforcement. This role earned her critical acclaim and established her as a symbol of female empowerment in the world of television. By taking on this role, Dickinson not only entertained audiences, but also inspired many women to pursue careers in fields traditionally dominated by men. The impact of Policewoman extended beyond entertainment, as it opened doors for more female-led shows and characters in the years that followed. Her performance left a lasting legacy, and she became an enduring figure in the fight for gender equality in media. Through her work, Dickinson helped pave the way for future generations of actresses and female characters in television, making her contribution to the industry truly significant. Another standout moment in Angie Dickinson's career was her classic reverse striptease in the film Dressed to Kill. This scene became iconic, showcasing her talent and charisma as an actress. The film, directed by Brian De Palma, was a thriller that captivated audiences with its suspenseful plot and stylish direction. Angie's performance was memorable and added to her reputation as a leading actress in Hollywood. 14 years ago, Angie Dickinson made a bold and unprecedented move by walking off the set of the television program, This Is Your Life. The show's host Ralph Edwards had gathered a group of her family, celebrity friends, and acquaintances from her hometown, intending to surprise her. The plan was to lure her to the show, under the pretense of a discussion with director Brian De Palma, who had worked with her on Dressed to Kill. However, when Angie arrived, she was shocked to find that the gathering included her sister Janet, her daughter Nikki, and even an old high school boyfriend. The surprise was intended to celebrate her life and career, but Angie was not prepared for the emotional display. Notably, even luminaries like Bob Hope had left a dinner with President Ford and Colin Powell to attend the show, only to find themselves bewildered when Angie refused to participate. This incident left Edwards and the assembled guests stranded and confused, marking an unprecedented moment in the history of the show. Angie's decision to walk away from the spotlight that day highlighted her desire for privacy and autonomy, showcasing her strong personality and commitment to her own boundaries. The combination of her memorable role in Dressed to Kill and the surprising refusal of This Is Your Life remains a significant part of her legacy in the entertainment industry. When asked why she chose to refuse the honor and attention of the assembled crowd, Angie Dickinson explained that she felt it was more fitting for the event to be organized in reverse, so she could express her appreciation for the people who had played important roles in her life. This perspective showcases her humility and deep gratitude, traits that resonate with many who admire her. Rather than basking in the spotlight, she shifted the focus to those who supported her throughout her journey. This refusal to conform to the expected norms of celebrity acclaim is just one of the many qualities that endeared Angie Dickinson to people like Los Angeles novelist and screenwriter Bruce Wagner. He expressed his admiration for her by praising her audacity and her resistance to the culture's expectations. Dickinson's approach highlights a refreshing authenticity in an industry often dominated by superficiality. Her desire to honor others instead of seeking personal glory sets her apart as a true individual, reflecting a genuine appreciation for the connections and relationships that have shaped her life and career. In 1989, Angie Dickinson made a surprising choice by declining a substantial advance from a major publisher for her autobiography. This decision left many curious about the reasons behind her hesitance to share her life story. Over the years, rumors have swirled around her, particularly regarding her alleged affair with President John F. Kennedy during his inaugural celebration. This speculation only heightened the intrigue surrounding her life. Additionally, there was her well-known, on-again, off-again love affair with the legendary Frank Sinatra, which lasted a decade. Their relationship was often the subject of gossip, leading to questions about the true nature of their bond. Furthermore, her marriage to songwriter Burt Bacharach ended in dissolution, adding another layer of complexity to her personal narrative. These rumors and relationships have fueled public fascination, leaving many to wonder if Angie Dickinson was harboring even more hidden secrets that she chose not to reveal. Acknowledging her status as a leading lady in Hollywood, Angie Dickinson reflects on her unique journey in the film industry. Despite her impressive filmography, which includes over 89 films and television movies, along with more than 100 TV appearances, she notes that she was often not cast as the lead. This seasoned actress has continued to receive scripts that request her to perform nude scenes, even in her later years. With a humorous touch, she quips, "Don't they know I'm an old lady?" At 76 years old, Angie still garners admiring glances, though she candidly admits that she does not possess the same youthful appearance she once had. Yet, her charm remains undeniable, characterized by her champagne-colored hair, warm and flirty eyes, a sensual mouth, and a voice reminiscent of Peach Melba. These qualities combine to create the archetype of the glamorous, intelligent blonde, making her an enduring figure in Hollywood. Even as she ages, Angie Dickinson continues to embody a timeless allure that captivates audiences. In Don Siegel's 1964 film noir classic, The Killers, Angie Dickinson delivered a standout performance as Sheila Farr, a character that exemplified the archetype of the femme fatale. Her portrayal captivated audiences with a blend of allure and complexity. Sheila is a woman who seduces a race car driver, played by John Cassavetes, drawing him into a web of deceit that ultimately leads to his tragic end. Dickinson's ability to convey both seduction and sympathy made her character compelling, and when her true nature was revealed, it left viewers in shock. A particularly intense scene featured Lee Marvin, who played a ruthless hitman, as he dangled her by her ankles from a hotel window, showcasing the film's tension and danger. Additionally, Dickinson experienced a memorable moment with Ronald Reagan, who, in his final film role as a villain, delivered a hard slap to her. Reagan later expressed his discomfort in playing the antagonist and apologized to Dickinson, revealing the respect he held for her talent. This complex interplay of characters and emotions made Dickinson's role in The Killers a significant highlight in her career. David Thompson has expressed deep admiration for Angie Dickinson, recognizing her significant impact on film history. He regards her as his favorite actress, highlighting her ability to connect with audiences in a personal way. Thompson describes Dickinson as someone viewers felt they could relate to, almost as if she were a friend. Her performances are noted for being consistently effective, showcasing her reliability as a talent in the industry. Despite her impressive body of work, Thompson points out that there was a time when it appeared she might have reached even greater heights in her career. This acknowledgement reflects the complexity of her journey in Hollywood, where talent alone does not always guarantee the pinnacle of success. Dickinson's charm and skill have left an indelible mark, making her a memorable figure in cinema, appreciated by fans and historians alike for her contributions to the art of acting. Her legacy continues to resonate, embodying a blend of warmth and professionalism that has endeared her to many. While Angie Dickinson may not have won an Academy Award or achieved the same level of fame as Marilyn Monroe or Elizabeth Taylor, her impact on cinema is undeniable. She has captivated audiences with her charm and talent, becoming a secret crush for countless male moviegoers over the decades. Her performances in films like Rio Bravo showcased not only her beauty, but also her strong screen presence, allowing her to hold her own alongside legendary actors. The mere mention of her name often brings a sparkle to the eyes of those who appreciate classic Hollywood. Dickinson's roles often portrayed strong, independent women, which set her apart from some of her contemporaries. Unlike Monroe, who was often seen as the quintessential blonde bombshell, Dickinson brought a different kind of allure, one that combined sophistication with a touch of vulnerability. This unique blend of qualities has kept her in the hearts of fans long after her peak years in the spotlight, making her an enduring figure in the landscape of American cinema. Her work continues to resonate, reminding audiences of the timeless appeal of her performances. Angie's timeless appeal isn't limited to old Hollywood, as contemporary and hip directors also admire her. Gus Van Sant recognized her charm and cast her in the film Even Cowgirls Get the Blues, showcasing her ability to connect with a new generation of viewers. Steven Soderbergh, a prominent figure in modern cinema, ensured she had a memorable cameo in his remake of Ocean's 11, highlighting her enduring presence in the film industry. This choice was a nod to her legacy and a way to introduce her to audiences who may not have seen her in her earlier work. Brian De Palma selected her for the role of the sensual adulterous wife in Dressed to Kill, knowing she could immediately establish a sympathetic bond with the audience. Her reputation as a beloved figure made her the perfect choice for the role, allowing viewers to engage with the character on a deeper level. These directors understand that Angie's star power transcends generations, making her a valuable asset in contemporary storytelling. In Howard Hawks' 1959 Western film Rio Bravo, Angie Dickinson's portrayal of the character Feathers became a pivotal moment in her acting career. Feathers is a flirtatious saloon girl who captivates the attention of Sheriff John T. Chance, played by the legendary John Wayne. Unlike many female characters of the time, Feathers is not depicted as weak or submissive. Instead, Dickinson brings a vibrant and assertive energy to the role. One of the most striking moments in the film occurs when Feathers tells Sheriff Chance, "I'm hard to get, John T. You're going to have to say you want me." This line encapsulates her self-assured nature and refusal to conform to traditional gender roles. Dickinson's performance showcases a confident woman who knows her worth and is not afraid to express it. This strength and independence resonated with audiences and marked a shift in how women were portrayed in westerns. Her role in Rio Bravo remains a significant part of her legacy, highlighting her ability to blend charm with assertiveness. When Howard Hawks, the famous director known for his keen eye for talent, first noticed Angie Dickinson, it marked a turning point in her career. He had seen her in an episode of Perry Mason, a suggestion made by his stylish wife, Slim Keith. Hawks saw something special in Dickinson that made him want to cast her in a significant role. When Slim expressed her surprise at his choice, Hawks replied, "That's what I wanted you to say," indicating his confidence in his decision. At that time, Angie was not a complete stranger to the film industry. She had already appeared in 7 films, and had played the female lead in Sam Fuller's 1957 melodrama China Gate. In this film, she portrayed Lucky Legs, a Eurasian character whose life takes a dramatic turn when her marriage to Gene Barry's character is challenged by the arrival of their Chinese baby. At just 25 years old, Angie Dickinson captivated audiences with her stunning looks and a level of confidence that was remarkable, bordering on bravado. Her journey from television to the silver screen was not just a leap, but a significant stride into Hollywood stardom, setting the stage for a successful career ahead. Angie Dickinson's early life was deeply influenced by her surroundings in the small North Dakota prairie town of Culm. This town, primarily settled by Germans, shaped her childhood experiences. Eventually, her family moved to an even smaller town called Edgeley, which she described as smaller than small. Growing up during the Great Depression, Angie faced the challenges of that era alongside her family. Her parents were newspaper publishers who ran the Culm Messenger and the Edgeley Mail. Her father, Leo Henry Brown, was a gifted writer known for his humor and charm. He was a tall and handsome man with dreams of becoming a saxophonist and a veterinarian. Unfortunately, his aspirations were overshadowed by his struggle with alcoholism, which created a difficult home environment. Despite loving her father, Angie despised the hardships that his addiction brought to their family life. This turbulent upbringing likely fueled her determination to succeed and avoid similar struggles in her own life. The experiences she endured in her early years would shape her resilience and drive as she moved forward. Growing up in a small North Dakota town during the Great Depression, Angie Dickinson faced numerous challenges that shaped her early life. The economic hardship of that era affected many families, including hers. Her father had dreams that went unfulfilled, which created a sense of disappointment that lingered in their home. This environment of struggle and unfulfilled aspirations instilled in Angie a deep determination to forge a different path for herself. The atmosphere was often tense, influenced by her father's struggles with alcoholism, which added to the difficulties of their daily lives. Despite these obstacles, Angie found strength in her circumstances. The lessons learned during her formative years, marked by resilience and a desire for something greater, fueled her ambition to pursue a career in acting. She sought to escape the confines of her small-town life, driven by the hope of achieving her dreams and proving that one could rise above adversity. This determination became a cornerstone of her character as she navigated the world of entertainment, ultimately leading her to success in Hollywood. The experiences of her childhood remained with her, serving as a reminder of where she came from and the challenges she overcame. During the challenging years of the Great Depression, Angie Dickinson's childhood was marked by a quest for inspiration and solace, which she found in the movies. Unlike many children who admired the glamorous leading ladies of the time, such as Marlene Dietrich, Betty Grable, and Lana Turner, Angie felt a stronger connection to the male characters portrayed on screen. This unique perspective shaped her dreams and ambitions. She vividly remembers watching a Humphrey Bogart film where he played a reporter, igniting her desire to pursue a career in journalism. Later, when she saw him as a parachutist, her aspirations shifted once again, this time towards the thrill of adventure in the skies. Even films like Keys to the Kingdom, featuring Gregory Peck as a priest, left a lasting impression on her. Angie sensed a disparity in the opportunities presented to female characters compared to their male counterparts, who often embarked on action-packed adventures. She longed to embody the allure of Dietrich, Grable, or Turner, but yearned to experience the excitement and daring that the male characters enjoyed. This blend of admiration and aspiration fueled her journey as she sought to carve out a unique path in a world where women were often relegated to supporting roles. Angie Dickinson's reflections on her childhood reveal a deep-seated desire not just to look like the iconic actresses of her time, but to live out the adventurous lives of the male heroes she admired. This influence of movies played a pivotal role in shaping her identity and ambitions, guiding her as she navigated the complexities of a career in Hollywood. After World War II, Angie's family made a significant move to California, a decision that would shape her future. Her mother took on the role of a proofreader for the Burbank Review, a job that highlighted her remarkable spelling skills. This ability not only reflected her dedication to her work, but also set a standard of excellence within the family. Meanwhile, Angie's father faced challenges in maintaining stable employment. This instability created a dynamic environment at home, where the family had to adapt to changing circumstances. The contrast between her mother's steady job and her father's job struggles likely influenced Angie's perspective on work and perseverance. Growing up in California, a place known for its entertainment industry, provided Angie with a unique backdrop for her aspirations. The blend of her mother's diligence and her father's unpredictability may have instilled in her a strong work ethic and resilience, qualities that would serve her well in her later career as an actress. The experiences of her early life in California would play a crucial role in shaping her character and ambitions. Attending Glendale College was a significant step for Angie Dickinson, marking the beginning of her journey into a world filled with opportunities. In 1952, she married Gene Dickinson, who was not only a prominent football star, but also known for his striking good looks and his enthusiasm for electronics. Their union seemed promising, filled with youthful dreams and ambitions. However, as time went on, the realities of life began to take their toll, and their marriage faced challenges that ultimately led to its end in 1960. Following the divorce, Angie found herself at a crossroads, needing to support herself and carve out a new path. She transitioned into the workforce, taking a job as a secretary at an airplane factory. This role marked a significant shift in her life, as she moved from the realm of personal relationships into the professional world, laying the groundwork for her future endeavors. The experiences during this time would shape her resilience and determination, preparing her for the opportunities that lay ahead in her blossoming career in the entertainment industry. Angie's first brush with the entertainment industry came when she participated in a local preliminary for the Miss America contest and secured the second position. This achievement caught the attention of a casting agent who saw her potential. Her experience in the contest not only showcased her beauty but also her poise and charm, qualities that would later define her career in Hollywood. The exposure she gained from the pageant opened doors for her, leading to early roles in television and film. The attention she received from the casting agent marked a pivotal moment in her life, steering her toward acting. The skills she honed during the contest, including public speaking and stage presence, became invaluable as she navigated her way through auditions and roles. This early success laid the foundation for her future, allowing her to transition from a local beauty queen to a respected actress, ultimately becoming a beloved figure in the entertainment world. Her journey illustrates how a single opportunity can change the trajectory of a person's life, leading to unforeseen paths and accomplishments. During her early career, Angie Dickinson landed a role as one of 6 long-stemmed showgirls on The Jimmy Durante Show. This opportunity was significant as it introduced her to the world of professional entertainment. Before this, she had never set foot on a professional stage, making this experience even more impactful. Working alongside legendary figures like Frank Sinatra, who guest starred on the show, left a lasting impression on her. The glamour and excitement of the entertainment industry captivated her, and she realized this was the environment she wanted to be a part of. The presence of icons such as Sinatra and Durant not only inspired her but also set the stage for her future as an actress. This moment marked the beginning of her remarkable career, leading her to explore various roles in film and television. The connections she made during this time would influence her path and help shape her into the beloved actress she became. The experience on The Jimmy Durante Show was a pivotal point in her life, opening doors to new opportunities and adventures in the world of acting. Frank Sinatra played a pivotal role in Angie Dickinson's life, and she holds the belief that he was the most important man in her life due to the immense influence he had on her. When she had the opportunity to meet him in 1960, Dickinson portrayed Beatrice Ocean, the estranged wife of Sinatra's character Danny Ocean in the Las Vegas caper film Ocean's 11. By that time, she had become the gal pal of the Rat Pack, a close-knit group of entertainers, and was the only woman allowed into their inner circle. She was known for her prowess at poker and her ability to spin a body yarn that could keep up with the men. Reflecting on her role as B. Ocean, Angie acknowledges that it was a relatively small part, too small for a star, but she considered herself fortunate to have secured it. In the film, she only had 2 scenes, both with Sinatra, but their chemistry on screen was palpable. Even today, when Angie watches the film, she's still enchanted by Sinatra's presence, exclaiming, "Look at that face!" Her admiration for him endures. Their relationship was marked by a deep connection that transcended the usual boundaries of romance. Angie Dickinson and Frank Sinatra shared a bond that lasted for a decade, characterized by both comfort and desire. Angie describes their time together as filled with unique moments that brought joy and laughter. She fondly recalls how Sinatra would park his dual Gia car behind her house, a sight that often drew the attention of the garbage men in the mornings. This small detail brings a smile to her face as she reminisces about the simple yet perfect times they experienced together. What stands out in Angie's reflection is her perspective on the nature of their relationship. She emphasizes that it was not driven by an overwhelming need for each other, but rather a mutual desire that allowed both of them to live independently. This balance created a sense of respect and affection that sustained their connection over the years. Angie believes that this lack of overpowering passion was key to their enduring bond. Their relationship was built on the joy of being together, rather than a desperate need to be together, illustrating a unique and profound connection that many might find hard to understand. Angie Dickinson's connection to Frank Sinatra extended to their shared involvement with the Kennedy family, particularly during the 1960 Democratic Convention in Los Angeles. Sinatra played a key role in introducing her to the Kennedys. A significant moment was a large party hosted by JFK's sister Pat Kennedy and her husband Peter Lawford at their beachfront home in Santa Monica just before the convention. The event was attended by the future president, Joe Kennedy, Bobby Kennedy, Eunice Kennedy, Pat Kennedy, and of course, Frank Sinatra. Dickinson and the other attendees were enthusiastic about supporting John F. Kennedy's campaign, which is why she received an invitation to the presidential inauguration. The whole period was electrifying for her, and she believes her role in Ocean's 11 contributed to her warm welcome into the Kennedy circle, as she had portrayed Frank's wife in the film. Sinatra even sent a pre-release copy of the movie to the Kennedy compound in Hyannisport during the campaign. During the Kennedy campaign tour, Angie Dickinson joined a group of dedicated supporters who traveled across 7 states to rally for John F. Kennedy. This whirlwind tour was not just about politics. It was also about bringing together notable figures from various fields. Among the supporters were legendary baseball stars like Stan Musial and Ernie Banks, who added star power to the campaign. Their presence was aimed at attracting attention and garnering support from the public. Despite their hard work and enthusiasm, none of the 7 states ultimately swung in favor of Kennedy during that election. However, Dickinson believed that their efforts were not in vain. She felt that by engaging with voters and promoting Kennedy's vision, they had succeeded in reducing the margin in those states. The experience was both exhilarating and challenging as they faced the realities of campaigning while trying to inspire hope and change. Dickinson's involvement in this campaign showcased her commitment to civic engagement and her belief in the importance of political participation. The tour was a significant moment in her life, reflecting her passion for social issues and her willingness to use her platform for a cause she believed in. The memories of those travels and the connections made with athletes and fellow campaigners remained with her long after the tour concluded, illustrating the impact of grassroots efforts in shaping political landscapes. Angie Dickinson's memories of the inauguration are somewhat bittersweet. She recalls the excitement surrounding the event, but feels a pang of regret for missing the inaugural parade. The reason for her absence was the time-consuming task of preparing her hair for the ball that evening. In those days, the process of getting ready was quite different from today. There were no hot curlers to speed things up, and the styling took much longer. Angie found herself caught up in the preparations, wishing she could have experienced the vibrant atmosphere of the parade. The sounds of the festivities, the crowds cheering, and the sight of the parade floats were all things she longed to see. Instead, she was focused on achieving the perfect look for the evening's gala. This moment reflects the challenges many women faced, balancing beauty routines with the desire to participate in significant events. Despite the missed opportunity, the memories of that day remain vivid in her mind, a mix of glamour and a touch of nostalgia. The night before the inauguration was a grand occasion, filled with excitement and star power. Sinatra took center stage as he hosted a gala at the National Guard Armory. The atmosphere was electric, with the presence of beloved entertainers such as Jimmy Durante, Gene Kelly, Shirley MacLaine, and Ella Fitzgerald. Each star brought their unique charm to the event, captivating the audience with their performances and charisma. Guests mingled and celebrated, enjoying the music and laughter that filled the air. The gala served not only as entertainment, but also as a gathering of influential figures, all coming together to mark a significant moment in history. Later that evening, the president-elect made his way to a late-night dinner hosted by his father, Joseph P. Kennedy, at Paul Young's restaurant. This intimate gathering offered a quieter moment amidst the festivities, where family and close friends shared in the anticipation of the upcoming inauguration. The blend of glamour at the gala and the warmth of the family dinner highlighted the contrasting yet complementary aspects of this historic occasion. The night was a tapestry of celebration, hope, and the promise of a new beginning, setting the tone for the days to come. During a dinner party, Paul Red Fay Jr., a close friend of President John F. Kennedy and a World War II veteran, had an interesting experience that would later spark rumors. Fay, who would soon take on the role of Undersecretary of the Navy, recounted in his 1966 memoir, The Pleasure of His Company, a night where he was tasked with escorting actress Angie Dickinson. This date was set up by none other than Ethel Kennedy, the First Lady, which added a layer of intrigue to the evening. The events of that night led to speculation about a possible romantic involvement between Angie Dickinson and JFK, a notion that captured public attention and fueled gossip. Despite the sensational nature of these rumors, Dickinson has expressed her discomfort regarding Fay's memoir and its implications. She feels that the personal details shared in the book cross a line, making her unhappy whenever the topic arises. Angie Dickinson has made it clear that she does not appreciate the way her name has been associated with such rumors, viewing them as invasive and too intimate. The lingering whispers about her connection to JFK through this account have cast a shadow on her legacy, and she wishes to distance herself from the narrative that Fay created. The personal nature of the revelations has left her feeling unsettled, indicating that the public's fascination with her life should not overshadow her own feelings and experiences. The rumor of an affair with JFK has lingered around Angie Dickinson for many years, creating a narrative that has sometimes overshadowed her impressive career as an actress. Despite the allure of such a story, Dickinson has consistently maintained that there was no truth to the speculation. She has expressed her frustration with the rumors, stating that they have become an enduring annoyance in her life. In an effort to put the matter to rest, Dickinson took a significant step when she completed a manuscript that detailed her supposed affair with the president. This manuscript spanned over 100 pages, capturing the attention of many who were eager to read about the alleged relationship. However, she ultimately decided against publishing it, emphasizing her intention to keep her personal life private. By withdrawing the manuscript, Dickinson made it clear that she did not want to fuel the rumors any further, choosing instead to focus on her career and the legacy she wanted to create as an actress. The decision to pull back from the public eye regarding this topic reflects her desire to control her narrative and protect her reputation in an industry that often thrives on scandal and intrigue. The legacy of the rumored affair continues to be a point of discussion, but for Dickinson, it remains a chapter she prefers to leave closed. People often speculate about the lives of celebrities, and Angie Dickinson is no exception. She acknowledges that there are rumors surrounding her past, particularly regarding alleged affairs. Angie expresses a sense of resignation about the idea that some may not believe her if she denies these claims. She feels that this skepticism is part of the territory of being in the public eye. However, she emphasizes the importance of maturing in perspectives about figures like the Kennedys. Angie believes that rather than focusing on gossip or personal lives, it is more beneficial to reflect on what the country lost during that transformative period. The Kennedys represented hope and change for many, and their legacy should be viewed through a lens of national impact rather than personal scandal. By shifting the focus away from rumors and toward the broader historical context, Angie encourages a deeper understanding of the complexities of that era. This perspective invites a more thoughtful discussion about the contributions and losses experienced during a time that shaped American history. During the making of the film The Killers, a significant event unfolded that would change the course of American history: the tragic assassination of President John F. Kennedy. This film featured Angie Dickinson alongside Ronald Reagan, who would later become the 40th President of the United States. Amidst the turmoil of that time, Angie Dickinson found herself at the center of rumors regarding a possible affair with Kennedy. However, she chose to maintain a dignified silence on the matter. David Thompson, a notable film critic and historian, has praised her for this decision. He highlighted her respect for the office of the presidency, noting that she never publicly discussed or exploited the rumored relationship. By doing so, Dickinson upheld the dignity of the presidency during a period marked by tragedy and turmoil. Her choice reflects not only her character, but also a profound understanding of the responsibilities that come with public life. This act of restraint has earned her admiration, showing that sometimes silence speaks louder than words. Sinatra had a deep admiration for Angie Dickinson, often referring to her as a lady who's a gentleman. He appreciated her ability to handle the constant speculation regarding her past relationship with President John F. Kennedy with grace and discretion. This admiration highlighted not only her talent as an actress, but also her poise in navigating the complexities of fame and personal relationships. In the late 1990s, Dickinson became a vocal supporter of President Bill Clinton during his impeachment process, which stemmed from the scandal involving Monica Lewinsky. She described the impeachment as a terrible ordeal, emphasizing her belief that it was politically motivated rather than a reflection of Clinton's actual capabilities as a leader. Dickinson pointed out that Clinton had achieved many significant accomplishments during his presidency. She argued that when his opponents could not find legitimate reasons to criticize him, they instead chose to focus on his personal life and relationships, especially the affair with Lewinsky. This perspective illustrated her commitment to standing by Clinton during a tumultuous time, showcasing her willingness to defend what she viewed as unjust attacks on his character and legacy. At a Democratic fundraiser hosted by Lou Wasserman, Angie Dickinson found herself in a moment she would not soon forget. Standing in the receiving line next to actress Suzanne Pleshette, she felt a rush of excitement and nerves as President Bill Clinton approached. The atmosphere was charged, and Angie could hardly contain her feelings, exclaiming to Suzanne, "My God, I'm beginning to sweat." Clinton had a commanding presence, appearing larger than life and incredibly handsome, leaving a lasting impression on Angie. When they finally met, Clinton smiled and said, "At last," which hinted that he might have known about her long-standing ties to the Kennedy family and her active support for Democratic causes. Angie had always been clear about her political leanings, famously stating, "I have never knowingly dated a Republican." This encounter was not just a meeting of two public figures. It was a moment that highlighted her deep-rooted political beliefs and connections in a world where celebrity and politics often intertwine. The excitement of the evening and the significance of the moment lingered in her memory, showcasing the unique blend of her life as an actress and her commitment to her political ideals. In the 1960s, Angie Dickinson embarked on a journey through Hollywood that saw her take on various roles in films, yet the star-making roles she yearned for remained just out of reach. While her performances were commendable, they often lacked the substantial screen time that would allow her to shine fully. Following her notable appearance in The Killers, Dickinson accepted a smaller role as the sheriff's wife in Arthur Penn's 1966 film The Chase. This decision was motivated by her desire to work alongside Marlon Brando, a towering figure in acting. The film boasted an impressive ensemble cast, including talents like James Fox, Robert Duvall, E.G. Marshall, Jane Fonda, and a somewhat mismatched Robert Redford, each actor seemingly inhabiting their own separate narrative. Amidst this eclectic mix, it was only Brando and Dickinson who managed to deliver performances that felt genuine and confident, capturing the audience's attention with their chemistry and depth. The film, despite its varied performances, highlighted Dickinson's ability to hold her own alongside legends, showcasing her talent in an era that often overlooked her potential. Working with Marlon Brando was a unique experience for Angie Dickinson. She described the atmosphere on set as somewhat chaotic due to the differing ideas from the director, the screenwriter, and Brando himself. This created a complex dynamic that could have been challenging for any actor. Despite this, Dickinson felt a sense of awe towards Brando. She appreciated how he made her feel included in the process, treating her as part of the group rather than just a co-star. Brando's approach to acting was remarkable. He did not ad-lib just to show off his talent. Instead, his improvisations were intended to enhance the scene and make Dickinson feel more comfortable. She admired his ability to act as if there were no cameras around, which allowed him to radiate both greatness and an ease that made everyone feel at home. Their time together often included sitting in his trailer, where they would engage in conversations. Brando had a playful side, often teasing Dickinson to help ease her nerves and make the collaboration smoother. However, she also noticed that he had a tendency to enjoy making people squirm off camera, revealing a more complex facet of his personality. This mixture of warmth and mischief contributed to the memorable experience of working alongside one of cinema's greatest talents. In 1967, Angie Dickinson took on a significant role in the noir film Point Blank, directed by John Boorman. The film stars Lee Marvin, who had gained notoriety for his role as a hitman in The Killers. Point Blank follows the intense journey of a man betrayed by the mob as he obsessively seeks to reclaim a stolen fortune. Dickinson's character plays a crucial role in this narrative, featuring a notable and steamy sex scene with the film's antagonist, John Vernon. However, one of the most striking moments in the film occurs during a confrontation between Dickinson and Marvin. In a powerful scene, she fiercely beats Marvin's chest with her fists, showcasing her character's frustration and determination. This unexpected display of aggression exceeds audience expectations, culminating in her collapsing on the floor. The scene escalates as she grabs a pool cue and strikes Marvin, leaving a gash on his face, further emphasizing the raw intensity of their interaction. This moment not only highlights Dickinson's talent, but also adds a memorable layer to the film's exploration of betrayal and obsession. The dynamic between the characters, marked by both passion and violence, remains a standout element of Point Blank, showcasing Dickinson's ability to convey complex emotions in a gripping narrative. John Boorman remembers Angie Dickinson's approach to the scene in Point Blank with great admiration. She brought a unique enthusiasm to her work, which was perhaps fueled by a desire to get back at Lee Marvin for a troubling incident on the set of The Killers. During that film, Marvin had held her upside down out of a window, an act that left Dickinson feeling uneasy and unsettled. Their relationship was strained, especially considering the terrifying character Marvin portrayed in Point Blank. Despite her initial discomfort, Dickinson's dedication to the scene was remarkable. She threw herself into the performance, resulting in Marvin sustaining bruises by the next day. This physicality in her acting showcased her commitment to the craft. Interestingly, as the filming progressed, Boorman observed that Dickinson developed a certain affection for Marvin, suggesting that their complex relationship evolved over time. The dynamic between them became a blend of tension and respect, highlighting Dickinson's ability to channel her feelings into her performances. Boorman praised his photography of Angie Dickinson in the film, particularly highlighting her role as a trendsetter in fashion. She was among the first to wear a miniskirt in America, a bold choice that showcased her confidence and style. Boorman fondly recalls that she had the legs for it, a sentiment that was widely recognized at the time. In 1962, Dickinson received the Golden Garter Award, which celebrated her as having Hollywood's greatest gams, a testament to her stunning legs and overall appeal. This recognition was not just a fleeting moment. It solidified her status as a beauty icon in the industry. Years later, in 1981, she was voted the actress with the most beautiful legs in Hollywood by the Lehigh County Podiatry Association, further cementing her legacy as a symbol of elegance and allure. Her contributions to film and fashion continue to be remembered, as she left an indelible mark on the entertainment world that resonates even today. After her roles in The Killers and Point Blank, there was a period where the significant roles Angie Dickinson had hoped for did not come her way. The reasons for this are unclear, and it remains a matter of luck, an opportunity in the entertainment industry. Bruce Wagner suggests that, while Dickinson is an iconic figure, she might not have landed the roles that could have catapulted her to greater stardom. Instead, roles in prominent films went to younger actresses like Jane Fonda, Mia Farrow, Julie Christie, and Faye Dunaway, who secured parts in movies like Clute, Rosemary's Baby, Dr. Zhivago, and Bonnie and Clyde. This shift in casting priorities highlights the challenges many actresses face as they age in an industry often focused on youth. Dickinson's talent and charisma were undeniable, yet the industry trends of the time favored younger faces. It raises questions about how chance and timing can shape careers, leaving many talented individuals, like Dickinson, to navigate a landscape where their opportunities may dwindle despite their abilities. The competition was fierce, and the roles that defined a generation of cinema were often out of reach for those who had already made their mark. At a certain point in her career, Angie Dickinson found herself considering a significant change. The allure of Paris, a city known for its art, culture, and romance, beckoned her. By this time, she had already achieved star status through her memorable performances in films like The Killers and Point Blank. These roles showcased her talent and established her as a prominent figure in Hollywood. As she contemplated the move, Dickinson began studying French, immersing herself in the language and culture in preparation for a new chapter in her life. The idea of living in Paris, surrounded by the vibrancy of European cinema and the artistic community, was undoubtedly tempting. However, after much thought, she ultimately decided to remain in Los Angeles. The decision reflected her connection to the city that had been central to her career and the opportunities it continued to offer. Los Angeles remained a place where she could thrive in her acting career, and the familiarity of home likely played a significant role in her choice. In 1964, Angie Dickinson found herself at a crossroads in her career, which had begun to cool down. During this time, she met Burt Bacharach, a renowned composer and songwriter whose career was experiencing a significant upswing. Their connection blossomed into a romantic relationship, marked by mutual admiration and support. Bacharach's innovative music and Dickinson's captivating presence created a dynamic partnership that intrigued many. They decided to take their relationship to the next level and got married on May 15, 1965. The wedding took place at the Silver Bell Wedding Chapel in Las Vegas, a setting known for its charm and intimacy. The ceremony was attended by notable figures from the entertainment industry, including David Nelson, the older brother of Ricky Nelson, and Charles K. Feldman, a prominent Hollywood producer and agent. This union not only highlighted their love, but also intertwined their lives in the vibrant world of show business. The couple's journey together was filled with shared experiences as they navigated the highs and lows of their respective careers, each supporting the other through the challenges of fame and success. Their marriage symbolized a blend of artistry and romance, capturing the essence of a time when both were at the forefront of their fields. Shortly after their wedding, Burt Bacharach found himself at the forefront of the music scene with an exciting opportunity to score his first film, What's New, Pussycat? This film marked a significant milestone in his career, and the title song, performed by the legendary Tom Jones, quickly became a massive hit, showcasing Bacharach's unique style and talent. During this vibrant period, he composed a string of successful songs that resonated with audiences, particularly through his collaboration with Dionne Warwick. Together, they created timeless classics like Walk On By and Do You Know the Way to San Jose, which solidified Warwick's status as a leading artist of the era. Bacharach's influence extended beyond Warwick, as he also wrote notable songs for other artists, including Dusty Springfield's Enchanting the Look of Love and Jackie DeShannon's poignant What the World Needs Now. Their collaboration proved to be immensely successful, culminating in an Academy Award for Best Original Song in 1970 for Raindrops Keep Falling on My Head. This iconic song was featured in the beloved film Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, further cementing Bacharach's legacy in the music industry. The combination of his innovative melodies and heartfelt lyrics captured the essence of the time and left an indelible mark on popular music. The influence of Bacharach's work continues to be felt today, as his songs remain beloved by new generations of listeners. During this time, Angie Dickinson and Burt Bacharach became one of Hollywood's most glamorous couples. With her striking pale blonde hair and his string of gold records, they radiated charisma. Their presence together was magnetic, drawing attention wherever they went. Angie, known for her beauty and talent, captivated audiences in films and television. Burt, a celebrated composer and musician, brought a unique sound to the music industry that resonated with many. Bruce Wagner recalls that they were one of the hottest couples in Hollywood during that era, symbolizing the glitz and glamour of the film industry. Their relationship was marked by both passion and creativity, as they often inspired each other in their respective fields. The couple's chemistry was palpable, making them a favorite among fans and a topic of conversation in the entertainment world. Their partnership exemplified the allure of Hollywood, where talent and beauty often intertwine to create unforgettable moments. The legacy of their romance continues to be remembered as a highlight of that glamorous era. Noticing a shift in the power dynamics within their relationship, Angie Dickinson observed a significant moment during the Academy Awards. On that night, the song Raindrops Keep Falling on My Head, composed by Burt Bacharach, received widespread acclaim. The audience erupted in enthusiastic applause, celebrating not just the song but also its talented creator. As the excitement built, photographers swarmed around Bacharach, eager to capture his image, In the frenzy, Dickinson felt almost knocked over, realizing how the attention had shifted. The focus was no longer solely on her as an accomplished actress, but rather on her partner, who was basking in the spotlight. This moment highlighted the changing dynamics between them, as the adoration and recognition that once felt shared now seemed to elevate Bacharach above her. The applause and flashes from cameras served as a reminder of how public perception can alter personal relationships, leaving Dickinson to reflect on her own place within this evolving narrative. The night was a blend of celebration and introspection, marking a turning point in how they navigated their partnership in the midst of fame and recognition. In 1966, Angie Dickinson and Burt Bacharach welcomed their daughter Leah Nikki into the world. However, this moment was not without its challenges. Nikki was born 3 months early, a situation that brought intense worry and fear for both parents. Weighing just under 2 pounds, her fragility was alarming, and the medical staff at the hospital were deeply concerned about her chances of survival. The nurses, sensing the gravity of the situation, took it upon themselves to name her, believing that she might not make it through the night. This act of kindness highlighted the uncertainty surrounding Nikki's condition. Both Angie and Nikki faced a harrowing battle for life, with each day presenting new hurdles. The struggle did not end with her birth. Nikki's premature arrival would have lasting effects on her health and well-being. As Angie navigated the complexities of motherhood, the emotional toll of Nikki's early arrival shaped their family dynamic in profound ways. The experience brought Angie and Burt closer as they leaned on each other during this difficult period. The challenges they faced would leave an indelible mark on their lives, reminding them of the fragility of life and the strength of their bond as a family. Despite the challenges of her personal life, Angie Dickinson continued to work in the film industry, embracing a variety of roles that showcased her talent and resilience. She took on smaller parts in westerns, including Sam Whiskey, where she starred alongside Burt Reynolds, and Young Billy Young, which featured Robert Mitchum. These films allowed her to maintain a presence in Hollywood and connect with audiences who appreciated her work. In 1974, Dickinson took a bold step by appearing in the light-hearted Roger Corman film Big Bad Mama. She described the movie as a Bonnie and Clyde ripoff, highlighting its playful take on crime and romance. Co-starring with Tom Skerritt and William Shatner, the film included a number of incredibly sexy love scenes that showcased Dickinson's allure and confidence. At the age of 43, her willingness to appear nude was highly praised, marking a significant moment in her career that demonstrated her enduring appeal and ability to adapt to changing times in the film industry. The marriage between Angie Dickinson and Burt Bacharach, which lasted for 15 years, was marked by significant challenges that ultimately took a toll on their relationship. One of the pivotal moments that strained their bond was the premature birth of their daughter Nikki. This event brought immense stress and worry, leading Angie to become overprotective of Nikki. She later reflected on this overprotectiveness, recognizing that it created additional strain in their marriage. Angie felt that, instead of nurturing their romantic connection, they became consumed by the challenges of parenting and life pressures. In hindsight, she admitted that they never should have married in the first place. Their relationship, once filled with love and passion, transformed into something more complicated and fraught with tension. This realization about their connection highlights the difficulties they faced, suggesting that maintaining a loving bond might have been more beneficial than the traditional expectations of marriage. When Angie Dickinson was offered a role in a new television cop show titled Policewoman, she sought advice from her then-husband, Burt Bacharach. He encouraged her to take the opportunity, believing it would be a significant step in her career. The show, which premiered in the early 1970s, quickly became a massive hit, and is often credited as one of the first successful crime dramas on television to feature a female lead. Dickinson played the role of Sergeant Pepper Anderson, a strong and capable police officer who tackled crime in a male-dominated field. Her performance resonated with audiences and helped pave the way for more complex female characters in television. However, the success of Policewoman came at a personal cost. Angie Dickinson later reflected on how the demanding schedule and the fame that accompanied the show took a toll on her marriage to Bacharach, highlighting the challenges that often accompany a successful career in the entertainment industry. After the failure of the film Lost Horizon in 1973, for which Burt Bacharach composed the music, his career faced significant difficulties. This period marked a stark contrast to the rising success of Angie Dickinson, who was thriving in her role on the television series Policewoman. The demanding schedule of the show required her to work 12-hour days on location, 6 days a week, which added strain to their relationship. As Dickinson's career soared, Bacharach found himself struggling to find his footing in an industry that seemed to be shifting away from his signature style. His discomfort with her extended absences became a source of tension. Furthermore, Bacharach, who was accustomed to the vibrant nightlife of New York, preferred going out at night, which clashed with Dickinson's rigorous work commitments. This mismatch in their lifestyles, and the pressures of their respective careers contributed to a growing distance between them, making it increasingly difficult for their marriage to thrive amidst the challenges they faced. When Angie Dickinson was working on the television series Policewoman, she had high hopes for the show's success. She approached Burt Bacharach, a renowned composer, to create the theme music. However, Bacharach declined her request, expressing his belief that the show would not become a hit. This disappointment lingered for Dickinson, as she had envisioned a powerful musical piece that could capture the essence of her character and the show's spirit. Despite this setback, Bacharach did compose a piece titled Nikki's Theme. This music was inspired by their daughter and was created for an ABC Movie of the Week. Nikki's Theme holds a special place in Dickinson's heart, as it reflects her personal life and love for her family. The creation of this theme showcased Bacharach's talent, while also allowing Dickinson to connect with her role as a mother. The contrast between her hopes for Policewoman and the reality of the theme music highlights the complexities of her career and personal life. Angie Dickinson has always been fiercely protective of her time and privacy. Throughout her career, she has navigated the complexities of fame while maintaining a strong boundary between her public and personal life. This desire for privacy became even more significant after the tragic loss of her daughter, Nikki Bacharach. Nikki's suicide on January 4, 2007, was a profound heartbreak for Angie, reshaping her world in unimaginable ways. The pain of losing a child is something that no parent should endure, and for Angie, it led to a deeper need to shield herself from public scrutiny. In the years following this tragedy, Angie has chosen to step back from the limelight, focusing on healing and honoring her daughter's memory. This decision reflects her understanding of the importance of privacy in coping with grief. Angie's life has been marked by both triumphs in her acting career and deep personal losses, making her protective nature all the more understandable. She has often expressed that the pain of loss is something deeply personal, and not something she wishes to share with the world. This commitment to her privacy continues to define her life as she seeks solace away from the public eye. Nikki, who was 40 years old at the time of her death, was known to have Asperger's syndrome, a neurobiological disorder that affects how individuals communicate and interact with others. Asperger's syndrome was first described in 1944 by Dr. Hans Asperger, but it did not gain widespread recognition until the mid-1990s. People with this condition often have normal or even high intelligence, yet they struggle with social skills. They find it difficult to read nonverbal cues, which can lead to misunderstandings in social situations. Nikki faced challenges in her daily life due to her literal-mindedness and resistance to changes in routine. These traits made it hard for her to adapt to new environments or experiences. Additionally, Nikki had a tendency to focus intensely on specific interests, which could sometimes isolate her from others. Another significant challenge she encountered was her extreme sensitivity to noise, which often overwhelmed her in busy or loud settings. This sensitivity could lead to heightened anxiety and discomfort, making social interactions even more difficult for her. Nikki's experiences reflect the complexities of living with Asperger's syndrome and highlight the importance of understanding and support for individuals facing similar challenges. The constant sound of helicopters flying over Los Angeles created a significant challenge for Angie Dickinson and her family. The noise was not just an annoyance, it tormented them, especially affecting Nikki, who struggled to cope with the disturbances. In an effort to help her daughter manage the overwhelming sound, Angie tried various strategies. They played music to drown out the noise, often turning up the volume when helicopters were overhead. This was a small comfort, but the noise continued to intrude upon their daily lives. Angie even contemplated selling her beautiful home in Coldwater Canyon. The picturesque setting they loved was becoming less enjoyable due to the relentless noise. The search for a quieter environment was on her mind, as she hoped to find peace away from the constant aerial disruptions. The impact of noise sensitivity on their lives was profound, affecting their sense of tranquility and well-being. The struggle for a peaceful living space in a bustling city was a challenge they faced together. Many experts consider Asperger's to be a high-functioning form of autism. Individuals with Asperger's often have unique strengths, such as enhanced focus and attention to detail, which can lead to successful careers and fulfilling lives. However, navigating the world can pose additional challenges. For instance, Nikki, who faced difficulties due to her condition, also dealt with the significant hurdle of diminishing eyesight. This vision impairment was a consequence of her premature birth, which added complexity to her daily experiences. While she might have thrived in certain areas, the combination of Asperger's and visual challenges created a unique set of obstacles. These factors often require individuals to develop coping strategies and rely on support systems to help them manage their daily lives. The journey of someone like Nikki highlights the resilience and determination many individuals with Asperger's exhibit as they strive to overcome barriers and achieve their goals. The interplay of autism and physical challenges can shape a person's perspective and experiences in profound ways. However, Nikki's most traumatic experience was her hospitalization when she was 14 years old, a time when her Asperger's syndrome had not yet been identified. Hospitalization is not a recommended treatment for the disorder, but Nikki held her father, Burt Bacharach, responsible for her 10 years of institutionalization. Angie Dickinson emphasizes that Burt, her former husband, had a strained relationship with Nikki, as he found her condition too challenging to manage. He believed that Nikki needed to be separated from her mother's indulgence, not realizing that she had a real medical condition. This misunderstanding led to significant emotional pain for Nikki. Unfortunately, Nikki's time in the hospital only exacerbated her difficulties. The isolation and lack of understanding in the hospital environment made her feel even more alienated and misunderstood. The impact of this experience lingered long after her release, affecting her relationships and sense of self. The struggle for acceptance and understanding continued as she navigated life with the challenges brought on by both her condition and her past experiences. Angie acknowledges that Burt later regretted his decision, saying, "I'm terribly sorry. Had I known, I never would have done that." This admission reflects the complexities of their relationship and the emotional turmoil that followed. Despite Burt's remorse, the damage was done, and Nikki, their daughter, found it difficult to forgive her father. Holding on to emotions and ideas is a common aspect of Asperger's syndrome, which Nikki faced daily. She struggled with her feelings and often felt trapped by her resentment. Burt made repeated attempts to reconnect with her, hoping to mend their fractured bond. However, Nikki's inflexibility and inability to forgive were significant challenges. Her struggles were not just about her relationship with Burt, but also about her emotional wounds. Each time she tried to move forward, the past would pull her back. This cycle of hurt and the difficulty in letting go highlighted the profound impact of their family dynamics. The emotional landscape was complex, filled with love, regret, and an enduring struggle for understanding and acceptance. During a quiet afternoon, Angie Dickinson and her daughter Nikki sat together, brainstorming book titles that would capture the essence of Nikki's experiences. As they tossed around ideas, Nikki suggested the poignant title, "I've Never Healed from Anything." This title resonated deeply with Angie, reflecting the lasting impact of struggles that can linger long after the initial pain has faded. Nikki, who had her own apartment in Los Angeles, often chose to spend significant time at home with her mother. Their bond grew stronger through shared moments, like skinny dipping in their pool, where laughter echoed under the sun. They also enjoyed cozy nights watching DVDs, reliving classic films that sparked nostalgia and joy. Attending screenings at the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences became a cherished activity, allowing them to immerse themselves in the world of cinema. Just like Angie, Nikki had a passion for movies, often reciting lines from Angie's favorite film, Big Bad Mama, showcasing her admiration for her mother's illustrious career. This shared love of film and personal connection created a rich tapestry of memories that would last a lifetime.